guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And you know, I promise I'm gonna beat and teach Ganesh, and here I am on my word. So let me have a seat so I could beat and teach. Ciao, Ganesh. Anyways, let me just have a little chit chat. I think again, I don't know if it's PNC, APNU policy, or it's just Ganesh being Ganesh. I know. But he on a mission to bring Afro Guyanese back to PNC. Oh Ganesh. I hope it's just you and not PNC, APNU, you know, mission. Because it going about wrong. People say, you know, what's wrong with, what he say? A lot of people say, they ain't see nothing wrong we say. It's a lot of things wrong we say, right? The first thing, APNU, PNC, Ganesh, ain't get it. The first thing they gotta sit down to the table and realize the old voting system has changed, right? Society has changed, it's not the old time way anymore. We have so many mixed marriages. Then they get this new generation, they don't care about race, right? Where do you think you're going to teach them? To vote by race? Because we're going to tell them, no, you got to go with your policy. So you go in your, old statements, you bring it back, Afro Guyanese to PNC, you're bringing them home? No. I'm going to tell you, all who for the home done the home. All who to be at home is already home. You understand? It has changed. The voting, the direction, how, the voting system used to go, the blacks vote, the PNC, the Indians vote, the PPP, it has changed, right? And what AP and you got to understand is that they have to attract the other race. They have to attract the other race. You can't even win an election with your base alone, right? They tried already. I said they tried it. It failed because this last election, they run a campaign on their base alone. Yeah, their base alone. They never, try to go over to attract the other side. You can't win an election unless you're comfortable in an opposition seat. And you see, somebody could come and unseat you. So you never, in politics, you never, get your guard down. Your guard always got to be up. It doesn't matter who. It's politics you're playing, right? You're not playing church. So the old statement to me is wrong by Ganesh, right? No, sir. You should go to the mission to tackle the new generation, right? Put forward your plans for the new generation, those things. Coming out with that statement is wrong. You understand? You guys right now looking like a one race party, right? Now, if you're looking like a one race party, you're not gonna attract the other race, right? And we all know, I keep saying it, you cannot, no matter how we are feel, you can't win election with the one race in Guyana. No, sir. If you notice, right, even PPP, no matter how you say, the rig election, the street election wasn't fair, no matter the games they play. Guess what? One thing, they always pitch to the other side. They always try to get some vote from the other side, pulling other people, right? Other race, whatever you want to say. It's a reason for it, because they know they can win election with their base alone. So they will always go after PNC base, APNU base, whoever base. That's all. That's it. That's politics. Even with when I hear people say, oh, when into PNC strong, oh, like if there's a problem, there's not a problem. It's politics. You guys playing Dolly House, right? Whilst PPP playing politics, and win come and play bigger politics on y'all and mash y'all up. Politics is not for baby. You gotta be on it all the time. You understand? Listen, you come in me garden, I go in your garden. You coming after me base, I going after you base. That is it, that is all. You understand? So this whole thing, oh, um, bringing back Afro Guyanese to PNC party, sir, it's very insulting because PNC and own Afro Guyanese. We keep telling y'all that y'all insulting us. You know, y'all insulting like we can get sense. We can't choose who we self. We're supposed to vote by race. No. Afro Guyanese, at least this new generation, is not voting by race, but voting by policy and who they see could give them a better life. It's all about a better life. You twist it and turn it, everybody looking for a better life. You understand? And that is it. And these young people don't care. You understand? They don't care about race. I keep saying, we get so much mixed marriage in Guyana. Young people is so diverse with Indians and black friends and everybody mixed up. Nobody is offending the friend because of a political party. That days is over. I mean, we still got some, don't get me wrong. You still got some, you still got them type of people on both sides. It's not one side. You know, some people's like pint out, you know, PPP supporters, nasty word. There are some of them get a real nasty word. If they come to me, I give them push bash. Also, Afro Guyanese, right? They got some too. Just some of the Indians, right? But at the end of the day, the bigger picture is you cannot run, you know, an election on a one base or a one race. And it looked like they run the election on one race. You know, I was telling a friend, I said like, Marissa, you see this? She said, see what? I said, oh, they're running the campaign. They are not attracting Indians, you know. And she said, yeah, I was noticing it. It's like it's one set of people, they're so concentrating to bring Afro Guyanese in. Listen, this generation of Afro Guyanese making choices. They ain't voting by race. So then you got to change your policy. How to attract these people. Don't come to them with no race stack because they're going to turn them off. Don't come with them, right? You're going to turn them off. People want to see a diversity party, right? The seating win. This way I don't understand they see it because a lot of this new generation want to come away from that. They don't want to be that. They don't tell you. You can't tell this new generation to about boredom and jargon and all these things. They don't want to hear that. Hey, I didn't bar then. I don't want to hear that. Tell me what's going on the ground. What you could do for me. When you understand, what could give me a better living. And we know young people, whether we like it or not, want a fast living. We like it or not. They want when they come out to school, they finish studying, they get a certificate, they're able to get a job, they're able, you know, to get a payable job, sorry. They're able to live in, you know, a society that they see growing. That's what young people looking at. So you gotta get with the times because no matter how we feel and say this and right or done wrong or whatever, listen. Sometimes it's gotta come down in the trenches. You understand? You gotta come down in the trenches. You gotta meet people where they are. So this whole thing, we bring it home, Afro Guyanese is wrong. This whole statement is wrong. Even Afro Guyanese laughing because it's like, who bringing who home? We don't have a home. Listen, we have choices. We have choices. What you gotta do is put in the work, and then we will choose. You understand? That is it. Put in the work, and we will choose. You gotta put in the work that would attract this new generation. You understand? Because this new generation is Seattle attracting them. They didn't see it. If I talk to a lot of young people, listen, if I talk on my kids, I tell you guys, my kids, choose differently in a political party. But nobody choose APNU, young in the 20s, right? They have a lot to say, right? My friend, strong PNC, right? She got, how much? 6 kids she have. None of vote APNU, none, right? She's a strong PNC. She couldn't tell she turned nothing. Because the first thing the kids say, they own we. They can't, mommy. I am voting because nobody black like me. I am voting because of these young people are voting. So much she say, I try to convince these children and say, she said, no, them said, no, mommy, this for you, this not for we. You understand, this is the young people. There's the young people. But I don't tell my kids, who to vote for, who not to vote for. What is their choice? And PNC, APNU, none of them was their choice. You go out, you see a lot of young people, right? None, not none, a lot wasn't APNU choice on the table, right? They go with PPP or they go with Win. A lot of them go with Win. Win attract young people. Now, PNC, APNU, or all we want to call it, should now sit at the table, the round table, and have a discussion. Come back to the table. This is what it's got to do. Sometime when you're lost, it's got to come back to the table, right? So they should come back to the table. What is it? Why? Win attract so many young people. Don't come and say, if you come in and say, oh, money is money, you're going wrong. You're going wrong. You understand? Yes, as the Mohammed campaign with a lot of money. Because you got to get money for campaign. For do a Harlem campaign we do, you got to get money. But honestly, as they didn't pay for no vote. He didn't buy no vote. He didn't give young people no money for no vote. So we got to move away from that. Yes, he put enough money in the campaign. And yes, you got to get money to campaign. You understand? But he didn't buy him vote. So you gotta act, you gotta come out the old scenario. You gotta come back at the table and you gotta ask yourself, what is it these young people want? What is it attract this new generation to win? What is it? You gotta look at yourself. You understand? Sit down, have the discussion. What attract? Don't come up, but you're bringing Afro Guyanese back home. No, you don't bring nobody back home. Nobody get time at home. We home is wherever we live in. You understand? No, them days done and over. You understand? We grab them grandfather, them type of voting, it's over with. So you gotta change. You guys, let me tell you, APNU, PNC, it's got to say APNU, and then it's still say PNC, right? Backdate, backdated. When it comes to this old, election system now, right? This voting, I should say this voting system. Yeah, way back. Yeah, voting style, outdated. I should say. That's what the word I should use. I was trying to get a word. Outdated. It's outdated. You guys gotta get with the program. This is outdated. You cannot run. You run with it election time. You lose. You got a third party. No. After election, you say you're billing back. You billing back APN, you PNC. You bring billing it back and saying you billing it back by bringing home Afro Guyanese. What's wrong? Y'all don't get it? You don't get it yet? You run election with it and you don't get through. And you still come back with the same thing. No, you can't bring home Afro Guyanese back. Afro Guyanese is a new generation. The older folks, some of them gone and some of them can still be a base, right? And you cannot run election with your base alone, right? So you gotta attract this new generation. And telling this new generation what race, not gonna work. It not gonna work. As you see, they were what's wrong with me this morning? They were flocked to win. Win was an Indian man, right? But they ain't got paid, so don't worry with this whole thing. They went because they like your message. They said a fed up change. Young people said, we want to hear this thing, but no Burnham and jargon and racial thing. We don't want to hear those messages. We want to live together. We want to hear message that all of we belong to Guyana. We want to hear message that all of we supposed to get equal share of the wealth. And that's what Azadeh Mohammed was pitching. That everybody, don't matter your race, you deserve a piece of the pie. You understand? You deserve a piece of the pie. That's the message Azadeh was putting out. And it attracts young people because what young people want. They're living together. Indians and black friends, they're married in each other, they're dating each other. They don't have no time with those racial things. You understand? This new generation, majority of this new generation. So that is why Azadeh Mohammed, when party could have attracted so many young people because he didn't look down. The party did not look down for certain people. You understand? You guys was laughing at Doggy. But you got to remember that we had, in Guyana, you get a lot of doggies. So Doggy relate to people that you guys was laughing at. You guys didn't have a doggy on the ground relating to people. When you're running a campaign, you got to relate to everybody. If you think you're up there, a lot of people are not going to see you. They're not going to relate with you. So it's got to get somebody on your campaign relatable. You understand? So this whole thing, you know, bringing home Afro Guyanese back to a party, that is an all wrong thing. I'm telling you. This is how you're starting out your campaign. I don't know if it's the old PNC policy or it's just Ganesh policy. But Ganesh, you can't bring home back nobody billing party by bringing home no Afro Guyanese back to the party. Listen, just this same man, this same Ganesh, right, put out a statement and say when the axe what the axe? Something with his race, right? Can't remember off my head right now. But Ganesh say nobody own him, right? Nobody own him. So he could be with PNC. Nobody own him. But no, the same man now coming for tell we. What do you think, man? The same man coming for Ganesh, coming for Talwi, he on a mission to bring home Afro Guyanese to PNC. It's very insulting. Eh? So then you should pack up your bag and go to PPP if there's your old policy. You understand? If it's by race, you think is it. So it's like a little, yeah, the message is too mixed up. You have a mix-up message. One day you're preaching nobody own you, next day you're saying you on a mission to bring home back Afro Guyanese to PNC party. You gotta hear this makes sense, Ganesh. You gotta let this make sense. It doesn't make no sense. You're talking with two sides of your face. You understand? So it only applies to you. So let this make sense. Ganesh, let this make sense. You saying nobody own you. You have your own choice to make. And as an Indian man, you choose PNC. But with the other side of your face, you on a mission to bring back Afro Guyanese to PNC. You gotta make sense. Let them make sense we're talking. You understand? Listen, you can't be on no mission to bring back no Afro Guyanese to PNC. Because PNC and own Afro Guyanese, we are free. Let me tell you, we Afro Guyanese are free to choose whatever political party of our choice. No, PNC and own Afro Guyanese. As you say, the PPP and own Indians and they own you and you have your choice to make. We Afro Guyanese, PNC own we, and we have our own choice to make. So we're good for the goose, good for the gander. You understand? We're good for you, good for me. So that's very insultive. Very much. You get sense, we ain't get sense. Anyway, the old policy and the old, I don't know, child, I don't know. But if they continue on the road, as I said, I don't know if this is Ganesh policy or this is the entire PNC policy. But the old scenario where they think they are tracking, they just want to go after Afro Guyanese, you can't win an election like that. As you see how win step in, whether you want to believe it or not, or twist it or turn it, win step in and win and seat you because of message. You understand? It's not only, oh, he promised this and he promised that. Guess what? The message. The message. This generation don't want to hear you preaching racism. They don't want to hear though. They want to hear about, but you got to vote because you're black, you're Afro Guyanese, you got to vote this way. No, they want to hear what you pitch, and if they like it, they vote for you. That's it, that's all. So you all message about bringing Afro Guyanese back to PNC is wrong. Wrong. You start with a game on the wrong foot. First thing you got to go out, you got to attract this new generation and all race. When I say PNC, APN, you're supposed to, there right now, attracting all race. All race. This should get policies, putting out things, attracting all race. You can't just go in after forget black people. Listen, black people, a lot of Afro Guyanese gone. These people aren't voting by race no more. You understand? Ain't voting by race no more. Look, I talked to my aunt, my uncle wife. I was myself the shock. I know what me, but me the shock where she tell me she vote with. Strong, shit days, they say you're burning to PNC. I was shocked. She's such fed up. I fed up with the nonsense, wanting over and over with them, weak leaders, and she even talk about the campaign, how to run the campaign. It's like one lazy campaign, whatever. There's the next story. I want to do a series talking to people on the ground and then bring it back to you guys. You understand? So this whole thing, like bringing Afro Guyanese back to the party, no. Afro Guyanese was supposed to be in your party, already in your party, right? And they ain't going no way. But if you think you come in for where you coming, what's the message? You gotta vote here because we black or whatever. Was it? Because if you make a statement like that, that's where you're gonna be coming with, and it's not gonna work. You understand? It's not gonna work. This new generation, they watch for 4 years to see opposition in opposition, and opposition leader in the opposition seat, and to them, he didn't do nothing. You understand? He didn't attract them. He did not attract them. You understand? He didn't attract them. You gotta understand that. So no, first thing you gotta do is overhaul. Get people. Well, you don't know why you don't tell y'all. Aubrey Nathan should go. He should resign and move. He gotta move out the way. He out for them people. Them young people don't want to even hear nothing but he. They don't want to hear. And this whole thing, You don't want to hear nothing but this old time, long time thing. You gotta get modernized with your message. You understand? Stop running with them old time politics. Get a grip of yourself. Get into new message to attract these young people. Get a new leader that able to attract. Listen, you gotta get a leader that would able to attract this new generation and attract the other race. You understand? You gotta get a leader that what will attract the new generation and other race. You cannot win no election with a one base, with a one race. So you guys got a lot of work to do. I mean, you got 4 years to do work. Not like the last time. Well, Arbin Narton just go sit up for 4 years and like he sleeping. And when election call, he jump up, somebody put on a suit on him, powder he up until he go, right? And he come out with a set of big words. Listen, as you see, they don't work. Nobody want to hear them. These generation want to hear all of them, right? They want a relatable message to them. Yes, and this is what they want to hear. They ain't see no fighting you and all that. They ain't got time with you. They see a man come and say, listen, all of we supposed to get this wealth. Whether you're Indian, black, Amerindian, Chinese, wherever we deserve it. They hear a message for everybody. They hear a message just for we. They didn't hear no beating home about this race and the race. They hear a clear message. Even if you talk about PPP, talk about PNC. Don't go over and attack a race and all of that. And that's it, because this new generation don't have time with that, and it's a turn off. I'm telling you, it's a turn off. Yes, that this generation has changed. It's not the old time people. So you guys gotta come up your old time ways. So Ganesh, back off. The message ain't right. You cannot bring home no Afro Guyanese to no PNC because you don't gotta pack your bag and go too. You understand? You don't gotta pack your bag and go. If you think Afro belongs to PNC, then you gotta pack your bag and go to PPP. So it's crazy. You could say you belongs to nobody knowing you, but you're coming for tell me PNC own we. Sir, that's very insulting. No, PNC own us. And the day PNC or APNU leaders understand they don't own black people, Afro Guyanese, and they get into real solution, then they're gonna understand. But if they continue going with a mindset that they have to get the black votes or they own the black votes or whatever, it's not gonna work for them. You understand? It's not gonna work for them. Our grandparents used to vote because of race. They're going down voting, so it has changed. Generation change. People marrying people. My husband, my ex-husband, Indian. Make my kids mix half Indian, half black. I tell people, no, my kids there. My kids making choice. You understand? Who they want to vote for? It's not me alone. How much blacks married Indians? And Indians married black, right? What do you think I tell them, children? Some of my grandchildren look like me, some look dead Indian. You think I run in with a political party preaching, but you got to vote because of color of his skin? Yeah, this way I got to understand. It's a lot of us that mix marriage. We got a lot of Douglas Pickney, and you're still carrying this message. You're still running with this message. You understand? It makes sense. Even PPP, if you really look at them, I don't already support the stacking, the little crap and whatever. Even PPP, if you see how the message changing, you notice how the message changing? Listen, yeah, I better get with the program. Anyway, the girl D out for now, and this is the girl D. Wet the tea. Have a good one, guys. Remember to be good to you on purpose with a purpose. Until next time. Thanks for watching, guys. This is your girl D. Mac out the building. Don't forget to subscribe.